The only reason why I want to talk about Deshaun Watson is the pure fact that, like, I remember saying in the offseason that I was like, Deshaun Watson is better than Jalen Hurts in his sleep. And I think I've said this multiple times, that I would have wanted Deshaun Watson. Of course, everybody would want a talent like Deshaun Watson. Now, he played against the Jaguars and he played very poorly. I don't know about that situation. Again, guy trying to knock off rust after not playing football for 19 months. But I also said this. As somebody who kind of saw the whole Michael Vick situation and was like, maybe I don't want a guy enshrouded in so much controversy. Because I remember when Michael Vick came to the Philadelphia Eagles, he'd just gotten out of prison after like a 2-year prison sentence or something like that, something like 20 months or 19 months. And I remember like there was a huge backlash by everybody, like the media, other fan bases, even our own fans who were like, he's a dog killer. I don't want him anywhere close to this franchise. And yeah, he had like 1.5 good seasons with the Eagles. But I look back and I say, it wasn't worth it at the end of the day. It just wasn't. Because, like, every single time the Philadelphia Eagles played any other team, they'd be like, dog killer. You're a dog killer supporter. That's all you are. Even though that's just like, it's such a logical fallacy. It doesn't have anything to do with what's going on. That's the only thing you're willing to trash talk. Congratulations, you lost. But that's just all anybody ever talked about. Oh, he's a dog killer. Which was why I couldn't wait until he was gone, because then there was nothing else for them to talk about when it came to that. It was kind of like a breath of fresh air. I didn't want Deshaun Watson coming to the Eagles because I knew that as a big market team, like a big market city, Philadelphia is like the 4th or 5th biggest market when it comes to sports in the United States. I mean, you have a team for every sport. I knew that if that happened, that we would never hear the end of it. I would never be able to go on social media, and social media wasn't even as big back then. Now it's like huge. I would have to mute Twitter for the rest of my life, mute social media for the rest of my life, because look, I have a specific opinion about Deshaun Watson, but I know that other people are willing to say it more vocally than I am. I have a specific opinion, and I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm just going to tell you that a lot of Eagles fans, a lot of people in Philadelphia would be really upset if you replace Jalen Hurts with Deshaun Watson. Because even in the offseason, Jalen Hurts was very popular. Of course, there's always a contingency of Eagles fans who will support the starter no matter what. Obviously, there are people who hate Jalen Hurts, and they know who they are. But it just wasn't worth it. Like, a lot of people had already embraced Jalen Hurts as a locker room guy. And when it all came down to it, I didn't want him in Philadelphia, even though I knew that he was more talented than Jalen Hurts was. So that's why I was like, no, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Whoever does, good luck to you. And that happened to be the Cleveland Browns. And now they might be without him for 6+ games. I just thought that the risk outweighed the reward, and whoever was going to be stuck with him is going to be stuck with him. Now, do I think that his performance last night is going to equate to what he's going to do in Cleveland? I don't know. But on a moral perspective, which I know the Browns are probably looking at championships, on a moral perspective, I would have stayed as far as I could away from the guy. Because I really don't want a sexual deviant on my team, and that's all. That's as far as I'm concerned. I would rather lose. I would rather have Jalen Hurts and not do as well and not have the backlash. It's an inside joke. And not have the backlash and not have like the constant media being like just absolutely like jogging and making fun of the move over what we have right now, where we don't have Deshaun Watson, so that's not happening to us. Like last year, and I think I'll end up with this. Last year there was a situation, right, where there was this Giants fan from like Germany or something like that who said, I would rather lose with Joe Judge than win with anybody else. And I was like, that's the most moronic thing I've ever heard. Because I mean, okay, if Adolf Hitler was your head coach, I would not want to win with him, obviously. But if it was like the worst coach in the history of my team, if he won the Super Bowl, I'd be like, heck yeah. If it was like Coy Detmer or something like that, I'd be like, being my quarterback, I'd be like, heck yeah, I'll win like 10 Super Bowls with Coy Detmer. I don't care. But it's just the whole morality factor and the fact that, you know, there are people who believe that Deshaun Watson is not a good person. I'm not going to say if that's me. I maybe would think that they wouldn't want to work in that organization. I know winning cures everything, basically. Like, if you have, like, a murderer playing for your team and they're winning, people will forget about that real quick. But I was just like, I don't really want the guy. It's too much baggage. You don't want people with too much baggage just weighing down your organization. And that's exactly something that would happen. So whether Deshaun Watson is innocent or guilty, it's just, I don't want my team to be guilty by association, right? It's just too much baggage. And I'm not going to say I'm 100% happy to have Jalen Hurts as my quarterback, but I'm glad that Jalen Hurts isn't a sexual deviant as far as we're concerned, as far as we know.